Welcome back to the terminal. Today we're tackling one of the most practical skills in the CCNA toolkit. In Module 1, Lesson 5, we're running VLSM, Variable Length Subnet Masking, the technique that lets you carve a network into right-sized subnets with no wasted IPs. And throughout this lesson, one rule will guide every decision we make, largest first. So why do we even need VLSM? Picture this. You hand every subnet the same mask, say a 24, regardless of what it actually connects. A point-to-point WAN link only needs 2 host addresses, the routers on each end, but a fixed 24 gives it 254. That's 252 addresses thrown straight into the bin per link. Variable length, subnet masking, fixes that by sizing each subnet to its real need, nothing more, nothing less. So how do we actually pull that off without subnets colliding? There's one golden rule. Always allocate the largest block first. The workflow is 4 steps. List the host count each subnet needs, sort them from largest down to smallest. Pick the smallest mask where 2 to the h minus 2 still covers your hosts. Then allocate and advance with the next subnet starting right after the previous broadcast address. Go smallest first and your ranges will overlap. Largest first keeps everything clean. Let's run that method on a real block. 192, 168 Pamporo Abdro 24 with sales needing 100 hosts, engineering 50, ops 25, and a WAN link with 2. Sales goes first and takes a 25. That's 126 usable hosts, covering point 0 through point 127. Engineering picks up next with a 26 for 62 hosts, from 128 to 191. Ops follows with a 27 giving 30 hosts, 192 through 223, and the WAN link gets a tidy, 30 from 224 to 227. That leaves 228 through new 45 completely free, room to grow, 0 overlap, and almost no waste. Before you try this on your own block, a quick word on the traps that catch almost everyone. Allocating the smallest subnet first is the big one. It pushes your larger blocks onto boundaries that no longer fit and ranges start colliding. Don't forget the -2 on every subnet, since each one still burns a network and a broadcast address. Make sure each subnet starts on a valid block multiple, and remember, the broadcast is the address just before the next subnet begins, not the next subnet's first address. The final check is simple. No 2 subnets should ever share a single IP. And that wraps up VLSM. You now have the principle, the method, and the pitfalls to carve any block into right-sized subnets with 0 waste. Next up in Lesson 6, we shift gears into IPv6 addressing fundamentals, a fresh address space with its own rules worth knowing well. If this lesson helped, like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one over at Dargslan.com.